The world of Draenor stands on the brink of collapse. Once a thriving realm, home to the mighty Orc clans, it now writhes in its death throes, consumed by an insidious force that corrupts everything it touches. This malevolent energy, known as fell magic, spreads like a plague across the land, draining the very life from the earth and sky. Gul'dan forges a portal between worlds, a gateway that tears through the fabric of reality itself to connect Draenor with the distant realm of Azeroth. But such power demands a horrific price. To sustain the portal's existence, to keep this wound between worlds from collapsing, Gul'dan requires life energy in vast quantities. With the portal established, Gul'dan selects a warband to make the first crossing. Among those chosen for this dangerous first crossing are Durotan, chieftain of the Frostwolf clan, his pregnant mate Draka, and his trusted friend and warrior Orgrim Doomhammer. Draka goes into labor. The infant is born lifeless, stillborn. He drains the life essence from the animal, watching it collapse as its vitality is torn away, and then channels that stolen energy into the infant orc. The Orc warband wastes no time in beginning their campaign of terror. They sweep across the countryside of Azeroth, attacking settlements with brutal efficiency. The humans of Azeroth, unprepared for such an invasion, are caught completely off guard by these massive, powerful warriors from another world. News of the attacks reaches Stormwind, the great human kingdom, where military commander Anduin Lothar investigates the aftermath of one such raid. A young mage named Khadgar has infiltrated the scene, drawn by troubling magical signatures he detected. The young mage makes his case persuasively, convincing the king that this threat requires the attention of the greatest magical authority in the land. Llane agrees and dispatches Lothar and Khadgar to seek counsel with Medivh, the Guardian of Tirisfal, a position of immense responsibility and power. Khadgar finds himself drawn away from the conversation, a ghostly shadow, a spectral presence that seems to move with purpose through the ancient stacks. The shadow leads Khadgar to a specific tome, a mysterious book that seems to radiate with hidden significance. Acting on instinct, Khadgar takes the book. The massive warriors attack with overwhelming force, and the scouting team finds itself in a desperate fight for survival. Medivh demonstrates why he holds the title of Guardian. Channeling vast magical energies, he unleashes a devastating spell that obliterates the fell-corrupted orcs in the immediate vicinity. The display of raw power is staggering, but it allows several orcs to escape, including Blackhand, the brutal war chief of the Horde. In the aftermath of the magical assault, Khadgar manages to restrain and capture a half-orc who had been held as a slave by the Horde. Her name is Garona, and she is brought back to Stormwind as a prisoner. King Llane makes a calculated decision. He frees Garona from her chains, offering her freedom in exchange for her loyalty to Stormwind. She accepts, becoming an asset rather than a prisoner. Unlike the traditional orc warriors who rely on strength and honor, Gul'dan has embraced the corrupting influence of fell magic, wielding it with devastating effect.
From light comes darkness.
Gul'dan must be stopped.
Garona proves her worth immediately by leading a human infiltration team to spy on the orc encampment. They discover Gul'dan's ultimate plan, to use the captured humans as fuel for his portal magic, sacrificing them en masse to generate enough mystical energy to bring the entire Horde through from Draenor to Azeroth.
My mother was burned alive for giving birth to me.
I'm sorry.
Do not be.
The Orcs are building a portal, through which they plan to bring an army.
They need a Guardian's help now more than ever.
The scale of the invasion to come is far larger than anyone had imagined. Taking an enormous risk, Durotan makes contact with the humans, extending an offer to King Llane, a secret meeting where the Frostwolf clan and the humans can forge an alliance to defeat their common enemy, Gul'dan. Then Blackhand strikes. The meeting is ambushed, revealed to the war chief through treachery or simple misfortune. The humans fight their way toward retreat, desperately trying to escape the trap. Medivh, accompanying the human party, summons his considerable power to create a magical barrier, a shield of pure energy that holds back the pursuing orcs long enough for most of the humans to escape, but not all. In the chaos of battle and retreat, Lothar's son Llane becomes separated from the main group. The young man fights bravely, but is hopelessly outnumbered. Blackhand kills Llane, striking him down with brutal efficiency. Lothar, unable to reach his son in time, can only watch in horror as the boy dies. The effort of maintaining the magical barrier proves nearly catastrophic for Medivh. The spell drains him severely, leaving the Guardian weakened and vulnerable in a way that seems inconsistent with his legendary power. During this journey, Khadgar observes something that confirms his worst fears. Medivh's eyes flash green, the unmistakable color of fell corruption.
You are a traitor, Durotan. I will grant you the fell.
Khadgar, now certain that something is terribly wrong but unsure who he can trust, makes a decision. He returns to Dalaran, his former home and the seat of the Kirin Tor, the governing council of human and high elven mages. Elodie reveals herself, and Khadgar recognizes her as the ghostly shadow that led him to the book in Kharazhan's library. She confirms Khadgar's suspicions with terrible certainty. The Guardian is not merely infected but possessed, his body and power controlled by an unknown demon that uses him as a vessel. While the humans grapple with this revelation, tragedy unfolds in the Orc camp. Blackhand, acting on Gul'dan's orders and his own brutal instincts, moves against the Frost Wolf clan with savage efficiency. Orgrim, caught between loyalty to his friend and the immediate need to preserve life, makes a desperate choice. He helps Draka escape the massacre.
I'm not gonna blame you.
Draka knows she cannot outrun her pursuers while carrying Goel. In an act of desperate hope, she places the baby in a small basket and sets it into a river. Durotan, unaware of his mate's fate, takes the only action left to him. Following ancient Orcish tradition, he challenges Gul'dan directly to Mag'gora, a ritual duel to the death. This is not merely a fight between two individuals, but a challenge for leadership. But Gul'dan has no intention of fighting honorably. As Durotan presses his advantage, the warlock violates every principle of Mag'gora by channeling fell magic directly into the combat. Durotan collapses, dead before he hits the ground, murdered through magical treachery rather than defeated in honest combat.
If we hold these positions, we will be at our strongest.
My lords.
Medivh!
This is suicide.
Killed him!
Come back alive.
The Guardian, now barely recognizable as human, transforms into a half-demonic state, his body twisted by the entity controlling him. The demon begins the spell to open the portal to Draenor, creating a massive gateway between worlds. Gul'dan, coordinating with this demonic ally, begins the mass sacrifice of the captured human villagers. Hundreds of innocent people die screaming as their essence is consumed by dark magic. If the portal fully opens and the Horde crosses en masse, Azeroth will be overwhelmed. The human soldiers clash with Orc warriors in brutal combat, neither side giving ground easily. Meanwhile, Lothar and Khadgar race to Kharazhan, knowing that the key to stopping the invasion lies in defeating the demon that has corrupted Medivh. Lothar and Khadgar fight against the transformed Guardian, struggling against magical and physical attacks from a being of immense power. With a final coordinated effort, Lothar and Khadgar destroy the demon. The entity shrieks as it is torn apart by blade and spell, its hold on Medivh finally broken. But the victory comes too late for the Guardian. Yet even in his final moments, he seeks to make amends for the harm done while he was controlled. Gathering the last remnants of his vast power, Medivh works two final spells. First, he closes the portal to Draenor, severing the connection that would have allowed the full Horde to cross. The massive gateway collapses, cutting off the reinforcements Gul'dan had counted on. Second, Medivh opens a different portal, this one leading to Stormwind itself. Then Medivh dies, his life finally ending, and with his death, the portal he created collapses and closes. Llane knows he is going to die here, but the king, even facing certain death, thinks of the future. He makes one final political calculation. He commands her to kill him. If she strikes him down in front of the orcs, she will be welcomed as a hero by the Horde. She will gain honor in their eyes and rise to a position of power and influence. From that position, she might be able to work toward peace between the two races. Anduin Lothar arrives at the camp, having fought his way through the Orc army to reach his king. Blackhand, the fell-empowered war chief, steps forward to challenge Lothar to Mag'gora. He kills Blackhand, the war chief falling before a human warrior. Gul'dan, furious at this turn of events, demands that the Horde attack Lothar immediately. But the warlock has overplayed his hand. They allow him to take King Llane's body and leave the camp unmolested, honoring the outcome of the duel. Lothar returns to Stormwind bearing the body of his king, and the kingdom mourns. Far away in the peaceful countryside of Azeroth, a human discovers a small basket floating in a river. The stage is set for the conflicts to come, for the wars that will shape Azeroth's future.
For Azeroth! For Azeroth!